Hello family, I hope you all keeping well. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon here in the village and the weather is just perfect today. The rains have subsided. We are receiving a bit of it, not so frequently and not so much. So we are having very beautiful days here. Sundays are my lazy days. I'm not a regular church goer, so most of the time you will find me indoors, either watching a movie or just browsing my phone, or even trying new recipes. We usually do our laundry on Saturdays, but the weather wasn't so good yesterday. It rained a bit too early, so not all the clothes dried. So if you see me unhanging clothes, it's not like I did laundry today. Sunday is rest day. We don't do any active duties on Sundays. I hate to store clothes unfolded, so I'm forced to just fold them so they don't get creased. But these are just the few clothes that didn't dry. I have relatives who are Seventh-day Adventists, and on Saturday, which is their Sabbath day, they totally do nothing, not even cooking. They cook all their meals on Friday, and then on Saturday, it's just maybe just warming the food to eat. When I lived in the city, Sundays were our days to go out. The kids would go out to play, and we'd eat out and just come back home to sleep. I don't know how you spend your church days, be it Saturday or Sunday or Friday. Please share how you spend your Sabbath day. So, as much as it seems beautiful and calm around here, the entire village is in a very somber mood. Our neighbor here was murdered in the town where he lives, and we'll be laying him to rest this coming Friday. It was a gruesome murder, and I'm just left wondering why humans have become even worse than animals. Where does one get the courage to kill and dismember somebody? Is it like we are driven by some dark forces, or I just don't get it? And when they say all sins are equal, does it mean I'll be judged the same way as a murderer? I am an addict of crime TV. I watch a lot of crime channels, but I didn't know this could get this close. I thought it was something that just happens far away, even from my country. This is not a normal thing where I live or even in my country. These are crimes that really shake us. Anyway, I didn't come here today to make you sad, but I'd just like to remind you to always watch your back. People have become so evil. It's even hard to tell who's your friend and who's your enemy. Let me store these clothes and then maybe we could do something interesting to just take our minds off that awful story I just shared. I'm really sorry if this has affected you in any way, but I felt I had to talk about it. Sunday has always been the day that we eat junk, only that this time we're eating junk differently. It's organic food we are eating. So I've been craving burgers and I just want to try and make one. So let's bake some buns and have the burger. I've shared this recipe before, but I don't mind listing down the ingredients again for you in the description box. So if you're interested in trying it out, then find the ingredients in the description box. My recipes are usually very simple. I don't like to try recipes that have a lot of ingredients. Some of those ingredients are things I've never even heard of. or things that you don't find easily in your local grocery stores. So I always stick to the ones with very few ingredients and very simple methods. And that makes my recipes quite simple to follow in case you're interested. Whenever I bake any kind of bread, I think of Barbara of the Bear Pantry Show. She made me realize it's quite easy to bake, and she shared her books, her bread book, which has guided me. And these days, I bake anytime I want, and it feels really good. I've bought bread all my life. So with all my ingredients in one bowl, I'm just going to knead it until it's all mixed well. Then we shall cover it with a cling film and let it rest for about an hour until it doubles in size. Remember to rub some oil in the bowl and on top of your dough so that it doesn't dry up. You don't want your dough forming a crust before it's even baked. And I don't like a messy worktop, so I clean as I go. That makes my work quite easy. When I'm done and everything is clean. While it rises, I will go and fetch some what we call spinach here. I think it should be called Swiss chard or one of those vegetables in that family. I should be using lettuce for this, but I've just realized I have never grown lettuce, and for that reason I'm ordering seeds of lettuce and I'm gonna have it in my garden. So this will be taking the place of lettuce in my burger. I have also fetched some green onions. I really love the smell of green onions in anything. Our dough is risen and I'm just gonna knead it a little bit more before dividing it to the shapes and sizes I want. And then we shall give it another about 20 minutes to rise again before we bake. So after the kneading, you just need to divide it into pieces, the sizes you want. This can give up to 12 pieces, but I'm doing bigger sizes, so I'm just gonna do 5. And it's quite easy to make those balls. All you have to do is fold in the dough like I'm doing, and you end up with a nice bun-shaped dough. So I will repeat this for all the other pieces, and then we are going to cover it again and give it about 20 minutes to rise before we can bake. Our buns are formed and ready for the oven. They're quite a big size, so we are going to have giant burgers. So first we give them an egg wash before baking them. They're going to be king size burgers. Let me know how much a king size burger would cost where you live. Unfortunately, in Kenya, or fortunately, let me say, junk food is quite expensive while it's cheap in other countries. I say fortunately because it keeps us away from all the bad food, so we are forced to eat organic food. I'm so hungry, so I won't even give it time to cool down. I'm just gonna put in all the other ingredients and enjoy my burger. So I'm adding my spinach and some meat I had chopped and fried. I'm missing cheese here, but I promise you this tastes great. And clean too. So this is what I got, and I didn't know this could taste so good with greens. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It's always my pleasure having you here. And bye bye for now. I'll see you in the next one.